Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This little part is going to be about creating new repositories. And so over here we can basically create repository by just going to the right from your GitHub ID, which is an initial GitHub page should look like this. So you can make a new repository by just clicking this plus sign over here on the right and click new repository and just set up any name that you want it to be. I'll just call it test3. And you can list it as either public or private. So public, anyone can see this repository from outside if they just look at your account or just search it online. But if you list it as private, then only you can choose it and commit to it. You can also add collaborators, and so it's going to be pretty beneficial to do this once you get the student discount. And so once I create it, it should be in my account under repositories. So you see test3 over here. So you can do this also in GitHub Desktop, which is a software created by GitHub that kind of helps beginners get used to GitHub and the workflow. And so you should download it through here. And once you download it, you should get a window like this. Make sure before you get this window, you log into your GitHub ID account, make your password right, and then just get to this screen. And so once you're in this screen, you can create a new repository by clicking File, New Repository. And we'll just name it Test4 since we already created 3. And you can set your local path. In this case, I just set it to my OneDrive documents. And also you can create it by clicking on this. So you have this repository test4. Right now it's not inside your repositories here yet, but you can always make the folder by clicking on publish repository. So once you do this, here's the option to keep it public or private. And so test4 should actually be published over here. Okay. And so once you created your repository, you can also see that you created before you also saw that you created it inside the folder that you wanted it to be in. So over here you see test4, which is the test repository I just created within my local computer, and also it's also on initialized inside the online remote environment. And so over here there's no files, so let's try to create like a text file inside. So I'm just going to make like an example text document and just put test document. And let's make some changes as well. I'll just say this is a test for my awesome class. Okay, and save that. And so you see here there's a file here, and over here you can see it's saved over there too. And right here you just see that a new text file was created within the GitHub desktop environment. Let me just get this a little bigger size. And you can also see what you added over here. And so we can actually fetch the origin first. And so this is your most recent actual version of the repository. Let's try to commit it and push it remotely. So in your machine, it actually is recent to your machine, but you want it to be online as well. So you should create some sort of summary and make sure it's descriptive. So I'll just say initialize text inside test document. Just make it so that you can go back later and know exactly what you changed. And so you can also add additional descriptions. I won't, but you can. And you should commit to master. So this is your master branch. And so here you actually set it, you have to push it as well to your online version. And so you don't see anything here, but once you go inside repositories again, and you can see it just got updated 3 minutes ago, the first time, and 18 seconds ago, which you just added the text. So you can see that it's online now. And so essentially, repositories work like it's a folder. Let's come back here. Okay, now we'll just try to make another change again, just to see what happens. Let's go back to my documents. Let's erase some of the stuff I wrote. For example, just a test now, and save it. And as you see here, there's like an orange, yellowish button, and it tries to show you what you changed and what's different now. And so right now you didn't. It's in your local version. So if you go online, nothing should be changed from before. As you can see, For My Awesome class is still there. And so let's try to commit this again. Delete For My Awesome class. And commit to master and push it. Over here, now it should be deleted. Great. And so now I'm going to talk about actually changing it remotely. Like for example, someone actually did this and changed your document somehow, and then they committed in their computer. And so for example, I'll just create like example readme. I'll just say this is your partner, Justin, something like this. So this is a change that's being implemented within remotely. For example, your collaborator actually made changes to their computer and pushed it, and so the online version should be changed. But you want that change to be part of your own machine as well. So, for example, I'll just pretend I'm a collaborator of this original repository. I'll just say added partner icebreaker or something, and commit it. And so, from before, there should be a README markdown file that's been created that has this is your partner, Justin. And you can basically also fetch that stuff by pushing pull origin. So once you have pull origin, once you clicked on that, you should have the most recent version of your repository. So as you see here in my original local files now, you have README. Okay, great. Now we'll talk about how to add collaborators. So once you go here, you can see settings. So make sure you click on that. And the collaborators you want would be basically your group members, or either if you wanted us to look at your repository, you can add us as well. And then you have to make sure they're also searchable from GitHub. So, I mean, they need to have a GitHub ID. And for example, over here, I'll just add our professor. There he is. Let's add him as a collaborator. And so an email should be sent to his GitHub ID email. And also, we need to make sure he actually accepts it. So that'll be it for today's GitHub sort of introduction to repositories. And I'll see you later. Thank you.